take this opportunity to introduce a really good friend, a lovely soul, Dr. Vicky Wagner, and I would like to have a little introduction about her. Vicky Wagner calls on experience as a practicing surgeon, clinical faculty at the University of Washington School of Medicine, an entrepreneur who helps physicians thrive. She has a national presence in the United States as an author, speaker, and consultant. So without further ado, I would love to have Vicky Wagner sharing with us how she's helping the doctors out.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that kind introduction. And for those physicians in Singapore, thank you again for your service. So I am not somebody who fits inside of the box. I've got a pretty unusual story. I was actually in a graduate program when I had some internal bleeding from a ruptured ovarian cyst and hemorrhagic shock. About half of my blood volume was in my pelvis when I went off to the OR, so I thought this was the end. I was so grateful to wake up in the recovery room that I knew I was going to be a doctor and save other people's lives like my own had been saved. As my story unfolded, I did become a breast surgeon, but in 2000, I made a shift to be an entrepreneur and a consultant, helping doctors thrive. Well, I was there during 2008 when we experienced what now looks like a relatively innocent episode of market volatility. But I heard lots and lots of doctors tell their money stories. And I saw trends in them. And I summarized these trends in my book, The Myth of the Rich Doctor. But as I really started digging through the data, the story data, it became clear that doctors who were able to achieve financial freedom did things differently than doctors who struggle. And here in the United States, by the way, about half of doctors report that they're behind in retirement planning. This is a big problem in the US. I don't know, is this a problem in Singapore also for physicians?
Yes, same here. So money management and physicians do have some parallels as what you're having in US. So yes, it is something that we see it time to time again in Singapore, retirement planning and other sets of investments and savings because they hardly have time. So yes, this is something that they definitely might be looking forward to.
Well, great. Physicians in the US, at least, we just don't talk about money. I'm a boomer physician, and when a patient would ask me, how much does this cost? I had no idea because my job was to take care of the patient, not to take care of the money. And if you have that kind of approach in your practice, it's easy to understand how personal finances might be an issue.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Dr. Vicky.
So as I understand, you've got a gift for the doctors in Singapore.
Yes, I do. I do want them to have a piece of this precious book that you have written, and I want them to actually thrive in this crisis or an opportunity. It all depends how the doctors make out of it. I would love them to be part of this community that we are doing right now for them. Click on the link below to get your own copy of the 9 Money Mistakes that the doctors make.